YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. I hope you guys are having an incredible day. Up next on the list of player reviews, we're gonna go ahead and check out our very first objective card in FC 25. It's none other than Otamendi. Otamendi is an 85 rated card. He has the mostly lengthy acceleration type, right footed with 2-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. Now we don't see any versatility with the card as he can only play the center back position. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is pretty well balanced from a defensive point of view. The physical side to his game is going to be really important, man, and for the start of FC 25, I do think that he's going to make a solid center back. The only letdown for the card is maybe the fact that he is in the Portuguese league, so it is going to be a little bit more difficult to get him on full chem. But for completely free to get yourself an 85 rated card this early on in FC 25 that also does have the potential for a few upgrades is really nice. Now he does have 78 pace overall with 70 acceleration and 84 sprint speed. Now that is a bit of a pace split, and I'm a little bit worried about his acceleration, so I would probably go ahead and recommend the Shadow Chem style just to get the most out of his pace. As you guys know, this year in FC 25, the recovery speed on center backs is really OP, so it's going to be very interesting to test out just how quick he is. If you do like to incorporate a ball playing center back, the 72 passing and 63 dribbling are going to be two really important stats as well. Now he does have 82 short pass and 81 long pass, so I do expect his passing to be quite accurate in game. Probably nothing too crazy, but I think that he's most definitely going to be able to get the job done. Now when it comes to a center back's dribbling, as you guys know, the reactions and the composure are the two most important stats, and he does have 84 reactions and 83 composure, so he should be a very swift and a very responsive defender. On top of that, he does also have the jockey playstyle, so the manual defending with the card should be quite easy as well. If you do prefer your center backs that are really responsive, a little bit more agile and not the tallest, I do think that Otamendi is going to be a really good option for you. And then last but not least, boys, the 85 defending and 85 physical, the two most important stats for the card. And defensively, I do expect him to be rock solid, man. 86 interceptions, 86 defensive awareness, and 85 stay and tackle. I do expect him to be very consistent in the tackle and then also very good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward, especially when you pair that with his 85 physical. 90 jumping for the card is really nice because he isn't the tallest of center backs, and aerially we do need him to be very good. And then he does also have 83 strength and 91 aggression, so he should be a very strong center back both on and off the ball. Now if we jump on over to Foot GG, boys, we can see that Otamendi does have 6 different playstyles. He has the power header, jockey, intercept, slide tackle, bruiser, and aerial. The aerial playstyle, because he isn't the tallest of center backs, is a phenomenal addition for the card. A few defensive playstyles in there as well. He does have 2 player role pluses, as you can play him as a stopper and then also as a ball playing defender. And when it comes to chemistry styles, boys, I do think that the Shadow Chem style is probably your best option. As you guys know, he does have a bit of a pace split with the mostly lengthy acceleration type. I think it's most important to get the most out of his pace. And with the Shadow Chem style, he is going to have 86 pace overall, which is a really nice upgrade for the card, 78 acceleration and 92 sprint speed. And then it's also going to give him a whopping 92 defending, which for a center back this early on in the game is phenomenal. 94 interceptions, 90 defensive awareness, and 93 stand tackle with the defensive playstyles that he does have is incredible. And for completely free, like I said, boys, to get yourself an 85 rated card with the potential of getting a few upgrades is great to see. If you guys do enjoy these FC 25 play reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is a team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Otamendi card. We're going to be playing him at the center back position as that ball playing defender in the 4-3-3 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Game number 1, ladies and gentlemen, using the new Nicolas Otamendi card, and I must say, man, I'm actually really excited to test him out. Now, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now, it's not too important for a center back apart from his reactions and composure, but on the ball, man, Otamendi does not feel half bad. I mean, if you do prefer like your more agile, more swift type of defenders, I do think that he's going to fit your style of play. Now, because he does have really good reactions and composure, we are going to try to do as much manual defending with the card as possible. We are coming up against Sorloth, which is going to be a pretty decent test. All right, boys, Otamendi, he might just try to play it through the middle. He is playing with 2 strikers, so we got to be tight. Otamendi, man, that's a really good block right there. Now, to overload the left-hand side, I am going to signal Robertson to make that run. And with Otamendi, I'll go for a cross diagonal first time as well. That's an incredible ball, man. So close to getting on the end of it. Otamendi is going to break up the play right there. That's a beautiful interception. And it's also going to allow us to spring into a counter attack. Renato Sanchez into Doku. And we're just going to take it with him, man. The intercept playstyle has been incredible so far. Doku going to look for a cutback. Hoyland touch. We'll go for a shot. It's a lucky block. You might try to go over top right here. Should win the header. Nice, boys. Good physicality right there as well to win back possession for us. Otamendi. I might just try to go for an over-the-top through ball to switch it. Very accurate pass right there again. Nice. We got a little bit of space right here. Doku. Little speed boost. Now into Renato Sanchez. We're moving the ball really well at the moment. Højlund finish. It's liquid football, boys. And Otamendi, man, another really accurate pass. Otamendi. Nice manual defending right there. Very consistent in the tackle. Now check me out, boys. We do have a penalty in the 63rd minute. Just to go ahead and, help out with the stats, we're going to go ahead and give the penalty to Otamendi. I might include it in the video, I might not, man. A decent pen. Now, we do have a corner in the 68th minute, and as you guys know, Otamendi, really good jumping, and he does also have the aerial playstyle, so we are going to go ahead and whip it into him. He does win the header. My aim has to be a little bit better in that situation, though. But it's nice to see that although he isn't the tallest of center backs, you do still have that aerial ability with him. If you do come up against, like, your taller, more physical type of strikers, that's going to be really important. Doku with a really nice finish right there. All right, boys, here we are jumping into game number 2, and so far, so good. Now, we are coming up against Jamie Carragher, Alex Garcia, Kessler, Thuram, Benzema, Lamine Yamal. It's a very strong team. And ultimately, I think that this is going to be a very good test for Otamendi, man. Now, for completely free, man, to get yourself an 85 rated card is a huge W in my opinion. If you are struggling with coins early on in FC 25 and you are in need of a really good center back, I think that Otamendi is most definitely a viable choice. Now, as you guys saw right there, a beautiful over-the-top through ball. Oh, Di Maria, we just got to play the ball a little bit more quickly. Now, it does seem like this guy is going to play a lot down the wing, so we do have to cover that. Otamendi over Thuram. I mean, we all know how good Thuram is in the air, but we do win the header. Robertson. Robertson is making that run. Otamendi. Oh, that's a lovely ball, man. We might actually get an assist from this as well. Robertson. All the way. I'm going to go for a Trivela. It's a lovely finish, man. Route 1 football right there. I mean, just one cross diagonal to beat that defensive line and you can create a chance, man. That's phenomenal. Now, just to switch it up a little bit, I might try to get Otamendi a little bit further up the pitch. I know it's a little bit risky, but this guy is playing a high line. Otamendi with a good run forward. I'm going to go for a chip shot. You know what, man? I think if we hit that first time, we maybe even find the back of the net. Otamendi. Nice, man. What a strong tackle that is. A great tackle again. Very consistent in the tackle. It's also going to allow us to spring into a counterattack. Jeremy Doku, we just need a better touch right there. That's my bad. But even though he doesn't have the anticipate playstyle, and we all know how important the anticipate playstyle is, I mean, he's been very, very good in the tackle. He does have Thuram making that run. I'm just going to maybe try to break up the play right here. Otamendi. Nice, man. Very good tackle right there. Look at the physicality as well. Has been very strong on and off the ball. Di Maria in a little bit of space. That pass maybe could have been a little bit better, should have been a little bit better. And I will say, man, his over-the-top through balls might be a little bit more inconsistent because he doesn't have the greatest of curve and then also not the greatest of vision. So I would probably recommend the cross diagonals as much as possible, especially if you want to play a long ball. Neymar, he might look for a cutback. He didn't. He uses the acceleration boost. We're not going to catch up. Now, right there, man, I mean, the recovery speed was not great in that situation. We all know how quick Neymar is. You know, the stamina is a little bit lower. But for the most part, we have been catching up to the majority of attackers. I think my positioning and the way that I was controlling Otamendi in that way could have been a little bit better. But we are one-on-one with the goalkeeper, boys. Trivela. Otamendi off of the post, man. That's so unlucky. But we do still have it. Doku power shot. Let's go, man. We'll take that. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Road to the Knockout Otamendi card in a few games of division rivals. And to be completely honest, man, a really solid center back for the start of FC 25. If you do prefer your more agile, more responsive type of center backs, then I do think that Otamendi is most definitely going to fit your style of play. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give him the Shadow Chem style. And I feel like that's the best option for him. Now, with the Shadow Chem style, he does have 78 acceleration and 92 sprint speed. And for the most part, he was very quick in game. I think that the recovery speed was really effective, especially with how quick center backs are this year in FC 25. Now, we did try to incorporate him as a ball-playing defender, so the 72 passing and 63 dribbling were two really important stats. The technical side to his game was actually quite decent, man. I think that you can also create a few chances with him from like a deeper position. The 82 short pass and 81 long pass for the most part was actually quite effective in game, maybe a little bit inconsistent from time to time. I wouldn't recommend using over-the-top through balls with him because he doesn't have the greatest of curve, but the cross diagonals are really effective to go ahead and use, especially if you are struggling to break down your opponent. Now, as you guys know, when it comes to a center back's dribbling, the reactions and composure are the two most important stats, and Otamendi does have 84 and 83. I think he's a very responsive and a very swift defender, very easy to control, so if you are really good at manual defending, I think that Otamendi is going to be a really good option for you. And then last but not least, boys, the 85 defending and 85 physical. Now, with the Shadow Chem style, he does have 94 interceptions, 90 defensive awareness, and 93 stay and tackle. tackle. I love the fact that he does also have the intercept playstyle, was very good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward. And then because he does also have really good stand tackle and slide tackle, I think he was very consistent in the tackle, even though he doesn't have the anticipate playstyle. And when you go ahead and pair all of that with his 83 strength and 91 aggression, a very difficult defender to beat and a very strong player both on and off the ball. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card an 8.4 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him as that ball playing center back in the 4-3-3 formation. I was actually pleasantly surprised by how good his passing was in game. If you do like to play long balls, I think that he's a pretty good center back for that. But the physical side to his game was definitely the standout area, man. A very responsive and a very strong center back both on and off the ball. The only real letdown for the card, in my personal opinion, is the fact that he is in the Portuguese league. So it is going to be a little bit more difficult to get him on full chem. But if you can get him on full chem and you do have the time to go ahead and grind the objective, I do think that he is a phenomenal center back this early on in FC 25. For completely free to get yourself an 85 rated card that does also have the potential of getting a few upgrades is a huge W in my opinion. If you do have the time and if you can get him on full chemistry, or if you are in need of a super sub, I think that Otamendi is a fantastic defender and I would highly recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.